Hello everyone, Luke here. This right here is a Nintendo Switch. I know this thing looks perfect, however, this thing still does have its flaws. These are things I think Nintendo could improve throughout the future of the Nintendo Switch. And yes, the Switch OLED is good. It has a better kickstand, a better screen, and overall improves a lot of the original Switch. But if Nintendo decides to make a Switch Ultimate, then this is some changes I wish they could do. Firstly, this is a small thing, but the menu on the Switch just sucks. You have two colors, white and black. I mean, for the 3DS, you could customize your background. Imagine how cool it would be for an exclusive Animal Crossing background for pre-ordering New Horizons, or at the very least, different colors. And kind of sticking with the whole menu and about the music, I mean, look at the Wii, with its, it's not even really music, but it really adds character to the console. Think the 3DS with its music. I know it's a smaller complaint, but like, come on. Now a big one. This is just so annoying. Going over to a friend's house and they only have two Joy-Cons, so you have to use one of them on its side. It's just, after about 4 games of Super Smash Bros., I had some minor carpal tunnel, and my hands are still pretty small. Alright, I know this is how the Switch was designed, being able to be played anywhere, no need to bring a second controller, but I don't know, if every person watching this always brings a second pair of Joy-Cons with the connector thing when traveling, I think the world would just be a much nicer place. Okay, you know this was coming. I held it in for long enough. Joy-Con drift. It's just so stupid. You just want to throw your Switch out the window and run over it with a car, and then you realize you're 14 and your parents would kill you if you did that. For those of you who don't know, Joy-Con drift is a glitch where mainly the left joystick just moves without you even touching it. This problem actually caused Nintendo a ton of money over the years, and well, it's mostly been fixed now. For the first 3 years of the Nintendo Switch's life, it was just a pain. The cartridges, they're so small and tiny. I feel like I'm gonna lose them all the time. Now it is cool how games are super complex now how they used to be, and how much smaller the cartridges are compared to how they used to be, but my couch is just filled with these things, and don't get me started on their taste. They don't taste good. 0 out of 10 bad tasting cartridges. And this D-pad, I don't know, just having them 4 separate buttons, it's just annoying. And Nintendo had a true D-pad on the Nintendo Switch Lite, and it works great, so I don't get why it's 4 buttons here. Playing 2D games, I always just use the thumbstick. I mean, it's so much more comfortable. However, it sucks when there's some games like Mario Bros. 35 that are exclusive and you can only use the D-pad, which really annoyed me. Now, here are some small minor problems. First, dead pixels. Some pixels on your Nintendo Switch would just die, and I heard from people it's really annoying. Luckily, it hasn't really happened to me. Now, people complain about the battery life, and like, yeah, it's not the best, but I don't think it's as horrible as people say. Same thing with the burn-in. Like, if it has burn-in and you're not pro at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, then it's probably your fault. The thing is, the Nintendo Switch is amazingly and brilliantly designed, even with these minor flaws. They are not the biggest, most worst things in the world, except for Joy-Con drift. That can die, and get thrown into a rocket and just blast it into the sun. Now, I know it sounds like I hate the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it does have some flaws, and it's selling way more than it should, but that really doesn't mean I hate it. Nintendo Switch is some of the best exclusives ever, and this probably wasn't the best example.